Hey there, it's Patmos, and thank you for joining me for a new episode with Ostriv. And here we have our little town with 730 people in it. It has been 20 years since we started, and we started with, I believe, 27 or 28 people, so I think we had quite a development in 20 years. And, well, let's continue on speed 3, make sure everything runs. And, well, as you can see, we still have a pretty big building queue to get through, but that'll be fun. And, well, let's check. Are all the animals living outside? Yes, they are mostly. So let's check. So, yeah, we appear to have enough fallow fields. We even have a fallow field here, but this isn't in use. Maybe because we have too many sheep. I'll slow down a little bit so that we can actually do some work right here without time going by too fast. Alright, we'll keep 2 rams 1 year old. There's 2, so this one can go as well. Alright, so those will go. No, not the sheep. Going to slaughter the sheep yet. Right, here we are, so that's good. We have a messenger coming in from Paniut, but that's fine. We don't have much iron in the village, so let's deal for some iron. Anything we can sell? I don't think so. Probably not. Maybe some sunflower oil, but... well, it'll bring in a good amount of money, so could be worth it to sell like 2,000 or something. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to sell 2,000. Let's make a deal. I'll pause the game for a second because we have to add it to this little place here. So let's get to sunflower oil and add 2,000 of it just once to sell it. Alright, time can flow again. So yeah, that'll make us a good amount of money. You can see here we're almost breaking even with what we're buying, so that's good. And with all that iron ore I have to say, we can produce a lot more iron, but you still have almost 3,000 iron, so that's fine. Now, we were working on this area, and we have set up the construction of a school, and I think I'll demolish this bit of land. All these houses have to go, because thanks to you guys in the chat, or not really the chat, but the comment section, I've got a few ideas for building a church here and etc. and making some sort of a new city center. Because, well, we get the tavern here, we have a school in progress, we have the granary with the food here. So I'd say this is an excellent place. Let's do it like this, by the way. Apply to all and apply to all. This is the most perfect place for a new church, for instance. So I think we'll do that. I don't believe we can build another town hall. We already have one. So yeah, you can only have one. But I don't really feel like we need to move there. It would be fine if you get some... I mean, we have the town hall, the construction office, but I don't know, maybe some extra city center building that you can make, or a magistrate building or whatever, so that you can, well, have another town official building around, but we'll see. For now, let's get on with the church. I think we should rotate it a bit and move it out a bit so we can make some sort of a courtyard around it or whatever. No, it's not the court, a churchyard, I guess. So let's build the church right here. I think we should move it up a bit so that it gets done pretty quickly, because I really want that. Alright, let's get back to speed 3. Now, another thing mentioned is, do you have enough fallow fields? And I do believe we have, because this one is fallow and there's not even animals in there. So apparently all the animals have a field to go to. Now, it is possible that later on not all animals will go towards a fallow field, because with the 5-crop rotation that we're using now in some fields, there will be years when there's almost no fallow fields. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that and add a few fallow fields if we really need to help out. Ah, we got a tavern there, that's very good. We have a messenger from Mirefa incoming. Well, we don't need any of this. anything we can sell? Yeah, we can sell some flax, so let's do so. Can we sell some salt? Yes, we can. There's plenty in the town's storage, and we should still be producing quite a bit of salt. Chicken eggs, well, probably no. Flour, well, we're getting slowly more and more flour. That's good. Not going to sell sunflower oil, so yeah, this is all fine. Alright, this will make us a little bit of money. Let's see, the salt works still working. Well, the oxens are pretty old, but I think this is still working. Perhaps we should set up a warehouse here as well to store some salt, etc. That could actually help us out. I don't believe we have a warehouse yet where we store salt. Or it should be the one right here. Yeah, I don't think so. So let's set up a warehouse right here to house some extra salt. That'll be good. Then we have more that we can trade with at a certain point. Or at least we should have. Alright, let's turn it around. I want it facing this way. There it is. Let's move this up behind the church. Alright, well, here's still a forestry, and they have to do a lot of walking to get to the tree. Oh, it's not even too far, so that's okay. We can leave them there for a little while. I think we should check. Oh, there's the forestry, but it's completely full, so that's okay. Yeah, we don't really need to work on the forestries at the moment, actually. There's a lot of trees here that they can cut, so yeah, they'll be able to get what they need, so we don't worry about that. There's a new church coming in, or a new school, I'm sorry. Talking about a church, but it's a school, of course. Well, they're breeding horses, so that's good. I think we should get 2 horses to be draft animals. We have a lot of females, so let's do 2 older ones, turn them into draft horses. Let's get a teacher in the school. Make sure kids can join. That'll be nice. And now this one should get, yeah, they get the extra cart, so that's good. Do we still have enough wheat? Yes, we have some linseed, but not too much. But of course the new rotation system with the crops was just put in order. This is the first year that we're really using it, so I'm hoping that we get some good amounts of food out of it, but also good amounts of linseed, etc. So we'll have to check. Yes, here we should get some linseed, although we get 2 wheat patches right now. So we'll have to wait. Next year we'll get some flax, and there's a year where we get a lot of flax, so it'll be fine. Messenger from Pennyut again. Do I want to sell anything? Not really at the moment. So yeah, let's not do that. Although we still have 900 in store, so we should be able to sell 900, I guess. I don't see any ships coming in still, so let's sell 900, that's fine. There's no new ships incoming, so yeah, they can do that. And, they're building the church now, perfect. Once it's done, we'll start working around with the garden. I think we're going to add a few graves as well, because I think they should be near a church. I think that'll be fine. And it'll look nice. And of course we have a church here with no room for graves around it, so we should do that right here. Are there any kids in school? Well, just 1. Well, at least it's 1. This school is full, so we have plenty of room for kids to go to school. And that really helps to keep everyone happy and of course make them more efficient once they graduate. So that's nice. Let's check, what are we doing here? We're growing food. Food and hennep. Oh yeah, we get some linseed here as well, that's good. So perhaps later on we should just set up a farm and immediately start with the 5-crop rotation system and get a lot of linseed out of it. That could work very well. I think for now we're doing okay with the food. We have plenty of potatoes, we have plenty of buckwheat, we have a growing amount of flour. So I think we're good for now. But we need to keep an eye out on it. Oh, we have a good amount of fish as well, 400. So yeah, there's no need, no real rush to get more food in yet. But, well, since our population is still slowly growing, we do need to think about it. Here comes the church, halfway done. It's a lot of work, but it's well worth it, and it'll make the town look much nicer, so that's good. After this we can work on the garden, and then we also get the... Alright, we can sell some flax again. Let's do that. Let's sell some salt. Deal. No salt in the town storage at the moment, but we should have enough, because this just keeps producing salt, so... Yeah, it should be. Perfect. And once the storage is done and we fill it with salt, we can actually build a big surplus, which is good. So, counting on that. What are chickens doing? Well, appears to be doing pretty well. And we still have almost 3,000 wheat, while all the harvests are already ripening. Or all the plants. So soon harvest will start. That's good. Church completed. Perfect. So here they are. Priest. Yeah, we don't have a priest yet. That'll be something they will add to the game later on. So perhaps we can start to work on some beautification. So they get a big arch. Put it in front of the church. And I think then we should build a fence around it. Not really sure how big it should be. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. To the side. Alright. Don't know. I think we should make it pretty big. So we can build a big graveyard on the back and... Alright, let's see. Let's do something like this. It's probably not all straight. That would be nice if they add something that can help you make this straight. That would be good. Now I think we should put gazebos in so people can sit and relax. Of course we need to put trees in. And well, I think in the corners here we should get a few good, or maybe all the way like this, get a few big spruce trees in so that the building is shielded a bit from the outside, and then we can put in a few graves there, or burial plots. Probably put it in like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then leave some room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is basically for the important people that will get buried next to the church. I think that's kind of historical. 1, 2, 5. Now, of course, it would be nice if everything would be straight, but there's also something to say about not making everything straight, because that's fun as well. I mean, in this time, not everything would have been straight, so... Alright, let's get some... Put these outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a messenger, so let's see, where is he from? Burren Cove. Should we get anything from him? I don't think so. Well, maybe some alcohol could do the trick. Let's deal. Buckwheat, no. Potatoes, should we sell potatoes? Well, we can sell 2,000. We're getting a very good harvest anyway, so let's sell 2,000, make a bit of money. Let's sell 984 cucumbers. Sheep hides, no. Alright, we were beautifying this, so let's continue with that. Let's play speed 2 for a while, otherwise we miss too much. Yeah, the birch tree is probably not the tree we want in here. Perhaps towards the church there should be some sort of a little path with trees that gets you there. So something like this. That gets you to the entrance of the church. Right, this should be it for now, and then we can add more things later on. I think we should add a few bushes here just to make it look a bit more natural. Alright, that's it. Well, we got a big church area now. See how that ends up once all the trees are growing, etc. And, well, bringing the stuff for all the housing. Population is slowly growing. We're doing all the harvesting. I like it. Alright, this one is done, so let's set it up for salt. And just put in 10,000 because I believe that's the max. Yes, it is. Apply to all. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but that's fine. Now we should apply this one to all. So now they can store salt here. Which is good because they'll get up to 1,000 in here, and then that's everything is halted, and now they can get a lot more in, which is very good. Still the same messenger, so we don't need to do anything about that. We can see that it's halfway September and still a lot of fields are already harvested, so that's good. We can see we have 16,000 buckwheat, we have 24,000 potatoes already, we have over 8,000 wheat now. We have 15,000 hennep. We even have 6,000 flax almost. So that was really worth it. I feel linseed isn't giving us that much. So the flax isn't really producing a lot of linseed, I think. Let's see, can we see that here? I mean, they're not really awaiting a lot of linseed, as far as I can tell. It's basically just a byproduct, I guess. And we're getting way more flax than linseed, and I would love to get some extra linseed. We don't nearly have enough for all the chicken coos, so they're still using a lot of wheat. And that's a thing for me. I really want to see more linseed in there. I wonder how that works. Perhaps we can see that. Is there anything on the different types of food? No. And there's probably no way we can see that right here. No, there's no tooltip or anything, so that's not working. So we can't see how much linseed we actually produce. A messenger from Balaika, or Balaklia, I have to say. Alright, can we sell them anything? Well, horse tack? No. Honey? Not really. Leather? No. Textile? No. Clothes? Well, we have 1,000 in export stock, so that's good. It's just not going to sell it. Some dried fish? No. Do we have leather or anything? We should be producing those in good amounts. I think, yeah, we are tanning a lot, but they're also buying up all the clothes that we have. That's probably what's happening. So we have a lot of cow hides, and they're using them up here, as we can see, but it just takes a lot of time. Tanning until January, gathering the raw materials. Perhaps we should tell them here that they can also supply by wagon, because they'll give them a lot of stuff fairly quickly if they can supply by wagon. Weaver's workshop, yeah, that's working. Perhaps we should get an extra weaver, because we have plenty of hennep and we have plenty of flax. So that could be a thing. Let's get an extra weaver, because then we can sell the textile or whatever they're producing all the time. We can sell that, so that'll be good. Alright, we can squeeze it in here, so it's pretty close to the storage that we have right there, which is good. Do we store any textiles? That's an interesting one. Don't really see it anywhere. That could also be one of the problems. they'll just produce up to 500 textile and that's it. And then it doesn't get stored, as it appears. Ah, there it is. Alright, so we have a textile storage. That's good. That works. They're just busy with the farms still. Clearing out the last farms, so that's good. But that's why it takes a while. And there's not a lot of people to bring all the stuff around. Alright, they produced flax here as well. Still don't see a lot of linseed. So I guess linseed production is pretty low. As we can see here. You get a lot of flax, but you don't get much linseed. And I don't see a way to increase that. Right, we had nothing to do there. So, if you know a way I can increase the amount of linseed we produce, that would be great. Because right now, I don't see how we can produce more linseed, and we're not producing that much, actually. Although we do produce a lot of flax. Alright, I want this weaver's workshop done, so we can add extra textile to the village that we can sell. Yeah, we could sell textile here. We have 620 in storage, so that's good. And they pay a good price for it, so that'll be nice. Right, homes are being built. Probably, yeah, all these are people already living in town, moving in. Now, of course, they can start to reproduce. They can get more kids. We have 2 kids in school now, that's good. So that's a good thing, actually. But, of course, attracting a whole new family can also be very beneficial. I do like the church area. Things still have to grow, of course, but we can see a lot of people going to church. So they'll actually... It provides a service for them. And that's good, that's good. And this just looks like a little city square. Especially with the tavern here. Which is, well, maybe kind of historical, I guess. People go to church, then get drunk at the tavern and go home. We know from history that it happened a lot. Alright, we have a few buildings that are full. But that's about it. Not much more is happening around town, which is fine. Don't really want anything else to happen. Except see that things are full and operational. Here we have the hennep one, but it's completely filled out. Firewood, yeah, we have firewood all around town, that's good. Perhaps we should search for a place where we can store some extra hennep. I think that's an option that we should explore, or maybe just do. So we'll add a warehouse right here, because we have a lot of hennep, 16,000. We could really use to store that and make sure that it gets built all the time. Alright, let's see. This one is working very nicely. So yeah, apply to all. And apply to all. Maybe we should set both of these to 1,000 so that they have more installed and they can work more efficiently. That could well work. Alright, a messenger from Derkachi. Let's sell some charcoal, make some extra money. We sell some honey, yes we can. Raspberries, no. Clothing, no. I'm not going to sell any clothing. Chicken, eggs, buckwheat. Well, we have plenty. Well, we're not going to sell anything. We have shoes. Only in export stock, not in the town storage. So we're not going to sell that. We have 20,000 wheat right now. So we had a very good harvest there. So I'd say, just looking at the wheat, the whole new system really worked with the a lot more food coming in. So that's nice. Let's hope we can see an increase in all the types of food that we have with this 5-crop rotation system. Of course, winter is coming, so we'll probably slow down to speed 2 for a while to keep things running a little bit more smoothly. And at the same time, we're going to move up this warehouse because I want it done to store some hennep. Let's get this all done. All they need to do is produce textile in crazy amounts. Same here. They're gathering water, but it takes quite a while. Although there are wells close by. But yeah, this one's empty. They're not really going to this one. Is this one empty already? Yes, it is. We have this one ready for them, but they're not using it because I think it's too far. So maybe in another game we'll put this next to the water and add those platforms next to it. That could work. And perhaps we should tell them to get laborers by hand and then apply to all. So all those laborers will bring in the water. That might hurry things up. Right, here we have sheep hides. Now of course we have to slaughter a lot of sheep to get those sheep hides. I think we should slaughter a few of these older sheep. And of course make sure we don't have too many rams. That might help. Alright, that should do the trick. Get a lot of wool. That's okay, but we also need sheep hides. The wool will go here, be turned into broadcloth, which we have plenty of, so that's good. Ah, here we have our linseed storage, but there's not a lot to store. So it'll be fine. Well, here's winter. Luckily we do have plenty of wheat to feed all our animals, so that's not a thing to worry about. I just want more linseed. And let's check the flour. Alright, we have 1600 flour now. So with the mills that we have, we can actually produce more than we need and have a slow growth in flour. So there's no need to build extra mills again. At this point at least. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's go check, yeah, because we have a 3-year-old bull, so let's slaughter it, let's slaughter it, let's slaughter it, let's see. All we want to keep is the 1-year-olds. Because that saves room for extra cows that can get us some milk. Right, those are all we can... Ooh, a messenger from Balaika. Well, anything to sell here? Not really. Maybe some textile now, but I have to put it into storage as well. Yeah, we'll leave it like this for now. Potatoes. Well, I think we can sell 2,000. That won't be much of a problem, so let's do that. Let's deal. Not going to sell any flour, of course, so this is it. Let's make some extra money. Right, we're going to go through all the cow sheds now. Of course, that's a little bit boring, but it's important that you keep doing that to get rid of the bulls, which don't get you anything unless you need oxen. And of course, yeah, if you have a lot of cows, you get a lot of milk out of that, which is way more interesting because people can drink that, and that'll help. It's way more interesting than all the bulls that kind of don't do anything else than turn into oxen. We have no need for right now. Of course, things can always change, so might be good to keep a few of those to be able to put to use whenever you need them, but especially not too many because that's not going to work. Alright. It could well be that we have a lot of stuff stored in here, yeah. I'm going to get rid of the honey because we don't need it. There's salt in here that we can sell, so that's a good deal. We have 3,000 salt in there now. Clothing, but do we have clothing left in town? I don't... yeah, I think so. We can probably see it here better. Yeah, we have town storage has quite a bit of clothing. So that's good. Shoes, we have 1,000 in export stock. Do we still have... oh, we can't see that right here. Alright. Well, we should have enough shoes, I believe. No, we don't have any shoes, so that could be an issue, but that's okay. We have flax to sell. Flax? No, they don't want flax. Alright. Well, this looks okay. Metal parts. So we can sell metal parts. 500. Gives us a good amount of money. We have enough in storage, so let's do so. Alright, good. We saw that. And now we'll keep it like this. And just wait. How are we doing with the capacity? It's pretty high. So perhaps we should put this on 2,000. Just to make sure that we don't overfill this. Because if we import something, we also need space to get it in. Well, this should work. All the trees cut down here, good. And our village is coming and growing nicely. So this is a look from the other side of town in winter. And it has been half an hour. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, things you want to see, tips from me, let me know in the comment section. I'll respond to it. And of course, I hope to see you in another video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.